The newest mock draft has the Broncos taking a stud in the first round. This is your Denver Sports Daily for April 4th.
The biggest stories, the latest news. It's Denver Sports Daily.
ESPN draft analyst Field Yates released his newest mock draft, and he has the Broncos going in a direction that may please most fans. Obviously, Field Yates is one of those guys that is very trusted. He's a great draft analyst. He goes through all these mock drafts are great, and a running back is the target for the Broncos. So these two things coming together, you want to trust Yates, and you want the Broncos to take a running back. He has them doing that. He has them taking Omarion Hampton with the 20th pick. You know how I feel. If you've watched the show, I am the biggest Omarion Hampton fan in the world. He is great. Last season, this guy in college, 1,600 yards, 1,660 rushing yards, and 15 touchdowns. And then he added 38 receptions for 373 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, Hampton would be a great pick. And you know why? He's a joker. That is a joker type player right there. You look at that. That's somebody who's going to open up the playbook. And again, if you've watched what I've been saying, if you've tuned in the past, that's the kind of thing, that's one of the things that I've been saying. Sean Payton wants a joker. Why? Because it opens up the playbook. You watch Bo Nix's play last season. The Broncos were saved because he played how he wasn't projected to play. Nobody thought he was going to be a downhill passer, and he turned into one, and then the Broncos started to win. Look at the deep passes that Bo Nix was making. He had some of the greatest passes I've seen I saw from a quarterback last season, and he opened up that playbook himself. But getting a running back who can play to Bo Nix's strengths, lower in the flats, just on those little hook and curl routes, that is the kind of stuff that will bring Bo Nix from a good player to a great player and bring the Broncos from a playoff loss in the first round, barely snuck in the playoffs, which was overall good last season. Let's not get it wrong. Bring them from losing in the first round of the playoffs to, hey, they're winning a few games in the playoffs. Bo Nix is looking like the guy who can win a Super Bowl. You get a player like Omarion Hampton, that stuff comes with it. Now, moving on, it is home opener. Rockies in action. The day is finally here. The Rockies open up Coors Field today as they take on the Athletics. It sounds so strange to say the Athletics. They don't have a city in front of them. They're not Oakland A's anymore. They're just the Athletics. Now, home opener is always one of the biggest days of the year in Denver. The streets are crowded. Everyone's having a great time. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to be down there. Denver Sports is going to be down there. 104.3 is there. Cecil and Josh Dover are going to be at El Patio. I'll be there. Richie Carney on the rundown is going to be there. It's going to be packed. So come on by, stop by El Patio. We're all going to be having so much fun. It is such a fun day. I cannot wait to see what the Broncos, I'm still thinking about the Broncos, what the Rockies are going to do. It's always fun. No matter what, they're going to win or lose. Who cares? The only people who are probably not going to be having a good time tomorrow are the Rockies themselves. The Rocks have started the season with an upsetting 1-5 record, but hey, they're taking on the Athletics, who are 2-5, so a win could be in the air. Now, the game will begin today at 2:10, and the Rockies are heading into it as 1-run underdogs. Now, you look at the Rockies. It's never great. It never is. When was the last time the Rockies were actually fun to go and watch because they were winning? They're fun to go and watch because it's Coors Field. They got the drinks going. Baseball's playing. That's why it's fun. People don't go there because they want to see the Rockies. People aren't going there for the same reason people go see the Yankees and the Dodgers play. They're just going because it's a good time. And today is the best day of the year because opening day is when it all comes together. This is where it's the most packed. Tickets are the most expensive because everybody wants to be there. Go to the rooftop. Have a great time. I cannot wait to see the Rockies today. It is going to be so much fun. But more on the Rockies. They had their new City Connect jerseys leaked, and they are ugly. City Connect jerseys are always a hot topic of conversation. The Rockies have been on a cold streak when they should be getting more experimental, have some more fun with it, make it look good. But last season, they unveiled their license plate jerseys, and almost nobody liked them. But even the few people that liked them would still hate these jerseys. Look at these jerseys that they unveiled. What the hell is that? Are you kidding me? What is that jersey? That is the ugliest jersey I have ever seen. It looks like a child drew on them. All the colors over the place. What is going on with these jerseys? The purple line down there. Can we bring that actually back up for a second? The purple Like, okay, so it looks like you got something going up there up top. They got that light blue with the purple Rockies. That I'm a fan of. They got the different colors, the oranges. Sure, that looks good. Why does it stop halfway through? Why does it stop halfway through? Look at the colors there. It looks good, and then it just becomes all purple. It's literally like they took a purple piece of paper and just drew really nicely on the top half and then didn't do anything with the bottom half. No, I don't think these could get any worse. And again, that says a lot after last season's City Connect. Those were not great. These are just so much worse. Don't get me started on these because I could talk for hours. Now, again, they are leaks, so hopefully the Rockies organization sees the leak. Everybody hates them, and they change it. But that's not going to happen. They're going to rock with those jerseys, and it's going to be disgusting to see in action. Unfortunately, the Rockies can't get a W. They just can't win one. Now, moving on, it is a Nuggets game day. Talking about not being able to get a W, the Nuggets are taking on the Golden State Warriors tonight in their third and final matchup of the season. Now, in the last two matchups, the Nuggets have lost, our last two matchups between the Warriors and the Nuggets, they've won both with a score of 119 to 115 and 114 to 105. But in the last two matchups for the Nuggets, just in the regular season, they've been garbage. They've lost their last two games. But to be fair, in their last matchup on Wednesday, they were missing all five of their starters. And tonight may be similar as MPJ, Aaron Gordon, Christian Brown, and Nikola Jokic are all listed as game time decisions. They will need to be back in action tonight if the Nuggets want to win this game. Now, the matchup's going to be interesting. It is. Between the Warriors and the Nuggets, this is going to be a very interesting game for a lot of different reasons. Right now, with the way the standings are, the Nuggets would take on the Warriors in the first round of the playoffs. So it could be a very good opportunity to see what it's going to look like. This is a playoff bout right here. They had a playoff game, basically, against the Timberwolves the other night on Tuesday. This is going to be another one of those. This is not one to just roll over and die for. This is going to be a hard-fought game on both ends. The Warriors do not want to lose this game just as much as the Nuggets should not want to lose this game. Now, the Nuggets have been terrible in the past couple weeks, honestly. They've had a few good wins, few solid outings, but this past streak, this past week that they've been on, it's been terrible. That Timberwolves game, I could talk for hours about it. They lost. Jokic put up 61, 10, and 10. You hear lost and then 60, 10, and 10. Those two things shouldn't go next to each other, but the Nuggets still found a way to lose. And then they lost again to a poor San Antonio Spurs team without their star player and Victor Wembanyama. They've got to go out and get a win here if they want to bring any confidence into the postseason. If they lose a game like this, they could get bounced in the first round of the playoffs. Honestly, they really could. They're not playing well at all, and I'm really nervous to see what they do as it not only gets close to the postseason, but as they enter the postseason. Now, that'll do it for your Denver Sports Daily. I'll be back with you guys on Monday, recapping a couple big games over the weekend. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on. Avalanche getting close to the playoffs. Nuggets getting close to the playoffs. It's all coming in very close. And then obviously today, opening day, it's going to be so much fun. I hope to see you guys down in Denver. I'll be down there. Stop by El Patio. Say hi to Denver Sports and 104.3 The Fan. It's going to be a really great time. But until then, y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.